Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, and who has donated to this channel. Also, thank you to everyone who has purchased a reading with me. So this is for the sign of Gemini for the month of January. It is a partnership reading. Partner number 1 here and partner number 2 here. You will know who is who. Um, it is general, so that means it is not going to resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. So let's begin. I think I'm going to begin over here with the symbol on. These are drawn for as overall energies. Here we see the everyday life in a relationship. This is about how a relationship, it's about a relationship that's gone stale, basically. It's just like going through the motions. The spark has died out. And with this card sitting beneath, it's like something, I don't even think you realized it was happening. I think it's just something that just kind of creeped up on you. You or they could realize at this point that you made a bad choice, okay? Or for one or the other, you could be clinging to the hope that something might come along, perhaps to help. With matter and spirit down here, the journey requires a sacrifice. Generally, this card would speak to something material, sacrificing something of value in order to free yourself. Now, this may not make sense at this time, but perhaps after I go through the cards. But here we have the marionette. And this is about somebody or letting others decide for you. It could be feeling powerless, somebody pulling your strings. These strings are invisible, of course. Giving your power over to somebody. Trying to conform to an image. And interestingly enough, we have this golden girl beneath, which is somebody who has low self-esteem. You have plain Jane, and then you have this beautiful woman, and she's comparing herself. The card beneath that is a card of deception. So now, beginning with partner number 1, we have the Seven of Shields in the reverse. This is a card that can indicate a lot of anxiety, even feeling imprisoned. We have the Demiurge in reverse, and this is the devil. So there is a need with this card to release yourself from an unhealthy, toxic relationship. And then we have the World, some sort of completion that is going to take place here. And, you know, this could be the end of this unhealthy, toxic relationship, an end to all of the anxiety or to this feeling of being imprisoned, of somebody pulling your strings. And, you know, it is the end of one thing and the beginning of another. So what we see here is the Knight of Love in the reverse along with the Last Judgment. So somebody was unfaithful, somebody is untrustworthy here. This would be a player. And with the Last Judgment, there is a decision that is made on that. I mean, you know, in the upright, it could be that somebody would like a second chance with this person, but I feel it's sitting here more as a decision. Now, here we see the Lucifer's in the reverse, and he is with the Ten of Wisdom. Okay, so this is clarifying. This card clarifies this card. This speaks to a family unit, something that was long term, whether you were just living together long term or whether you were actually married and had children. Someone in this relationship didn't play by the rules, didn't follow the rules, did not take advice. You could have been dealing with somebody who was very headstrong. Esclamant de foi is a third-party situation. So with this Knight of Love sitting up here, this Ten of Wisdom, and this Esclamant de foi in the reverse, I feel that there was a third party. This would speak to a very destructive, obsessive kind of love also. The Two of Swords in the reverse is a card in this deck, because every deck is different. It is a card that speaks to falseness and lies, somebody who would have hidden motives, somebody who was either lying to you or about you. I feel that I'm getting that this person was a very destructive force. And the behavior brings about this Tower. This was a relationship that was struggling with the Lovers in the reverse. And we have the Sun in the reverse. So in the reverse, this is a card that would indicate that the Sun is no longer there. There's a lot of confusion surrounding this relationship and a need to reevaluate this situation, this relationship. The Tower can only come in if the foundation is not stable, and clearly with everything I'm seeing here, this foundation had a lot of cracks. So what happens is the Tower comes in and shakes things up in order to either rebuild or start again. Okay? And you know, you really feel that Tower when it comes in. It comes in quite unexpectedly, and it comes in with a bang. But it is a necessary thing, whether you see it or not at the time, because usually there is a blessing in disguise in the Tower. It had to happen. Somebody was suffering a lot of anxiety here. This was a destructive relationship. Esclamant de foi in the reverse. Devil in the reverse is saying you need to free yourself from this. This needs to come to a completion. Down here, partner number 2, once again, this is a repeating card. We have the Sun in the reverse here. So the Sun is no longer in this relationship for either one of you. A place that once offered the warmth of the Sun has gone cold. This relationship is struggling and needs to be reevaluated. And in order to set yourself free, something, and these cards are saying something on a material level is going to need to be sacrificed. So there will be some sort of loss incurred here. Two of Wands with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands in this deck is speaking to balance. It's speaking to a balance that makes you feel peaceful. Okay, bringing something into balance that would create this. Now, there's a decision here on this card. So, can we bring this balance? Can we bring this peace back into this relationship again? Here we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, now you will notice that this person is not smiling. They are very serious. This is some sort of wisdom that is gained, some sort of news that is given that is not good news. Okay? It's news, but it's not good news, but it does bring clarity, possibly a truth. It's coming with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords in this deck, whatever this news is, makes partner number two feel this way. So, Nine of Swords, and you can see one sword goes right through the heart here. This is a card of despair, failure. It's a card, it can be a card of a lot of negative thinking. It's fear, anxiety, fear of loss. And this person is like, they're holding on to their head like they just can't take it anymore. You know, some of these fears are still airborne, but some of them have landed. And clearly you see the snake here, so some sort of deception here, I feel. And you can see these pillars are crumbling. These could all be part of this person's fears. I feel that whatever this truth or this communication was is representing these swords that are grounded, but this person perhaps fears more yet to come. This relationship is not balanced. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. One person was giving more than the other. Strength in the reverse is lacking the strength or the courage. It's maybe feeling unable to hold on or hold things together. Prince of Cups in the reverse is a player, a trickster. So here we have him in partner number one and partner number two's spread. Eight of Pentacles. So this person is or has not been putting the effort into the relationship. I feel with the Prince of Cups in the reverse that nor if one person was waiting on an apology, I don't feel that that was forthcoming. This is an emotional breakup here. This can also be a rejection. This cup is empty. drained, and all you see here is this snake. So this person cannot be trusted. I don't feel that you can bring that balance or that peace back, and I feel that this gets or becomes clear to you, even though you don't feel like you have the strength, partner number two, to um, to deal with this. You know that you need to take your power back with the marionette here. You need to work on self-value, self-love with this card. And you need to free yourself from unhealthy, toxic behavior and from living in all of this anxiety. Something must be sacrificed in order to free yourself. And I clearly, I feel like it's something that it just kind of creeped up on you. Okay, you go through the day-to-day motions, you forget to work on the partnership. I feel like it's just the spark died out. The love is gone. So, reevaluation of a relationship, and I thank you for watching. Many blessings. Bye for now.